What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's dark outside. I'm working over today, but what I'm doing, 2010 F-150 5.4 two-wheel drive. You wouldn't think about the tires, but got a little bit of lift on her. Doing rear brakes. We're going to be doing front brakes too, but that'll be in the next video. Also, while these are out, I'm probably going to do one video a week because I will be out of town. And I want to make sure that I have enough content for y'all so I don't miss a week. So I'm just going to only do one a week right now. So probably for the next 3 weeks, it'd be one video a week because I am going out of town, going on a cruise, and I am going to Aruba. And I need the vacation. I really do. So 8-day cruise. I'm going to enjoy it. Probably spend too much money, but I'm going to enjoy it. Enough about that. Going to be changing these brakes and rotors. I already have everything in stock. Pads are right here. Part number SC1012 for the pads. Rotors are 680182 RGS from O'Reilly's. Not a sponsor, but if they would like to, they can do it as much as they would like, because I will gladly take it. But if not, hey, we still use their products, whatever. But like I said, rear brakes, we're doing rotors and pads. And so these right here are a little crusty. And if you notice, we have this on there. Don't let that deter you. Just 10mm, you can keep that on. You can actually pull this off without taking that all the way off. You can just pull it back enough and this whole caliper come off. But the only thing you're going to need for this is a 10mm, BFH, a big hammer, and then brake cleaner and a rag, because you're probably going to need a hammer to get this off. And if your kit come with these, this is the hardware. My kit did not, don't know why. Normally it does, but this one didn't. But if your kit comes with it, get a screwdriver and a hammer, pop those off, put new ones on. But we're going to kind of clean these up, brake cleaner, put a little bit of lube on them, and make sure that they are squeak free, I guess you can say. But let me gather my tools, get the materials, everything, get it over here so y'all can watch, and I will do it for y'all and let y'all see how to take these off. Really simple brakes and nothing really major in it. Oh, and you're gonna need a brake compressor or a C-clamp. Alright, like I was saying, 10mm. Get it in there. Break her loose a little bit. And just thread her out. And bottom we need to get to a ratchet. Those up there. Oop. I did forget one thing. A screwdriver. So what I'm doing with the screwdriver is these little tabs on the front. Let's pry them off a little bit, bending them just so I can get the pad off a little bit easier. And then what you can do is you can actually stick it in between the rotor and the pad, push it back just a little bit. Doing the same thing at the bottom, and then you should be able to pry this out. And there you go. Take that off. I'm going to leave the brake pad in there because I'm going to use that to press up against the piston whenever I go to push the piston back. And as you can tell, them brakes were really thin and they needed to be changed. Now get your BFH. This one wasn't really bad. If we can get it off around that brake. There we go. Spray her off a little bit. E-brake pads don't look too bad. Then we're going to open our, let me turn y'all around. We're going to open our rotor. Which, that is the wrong rotor. Let me see if the other one is the right one. So we have the wrong rotor on this right here. So what I'm probably going to have to do is, because they are closed now, and I got to think about this. So let me see what I can do. Okay, so called the customer, talked to him, and told him that they didn't send the right rotor, and he said, how bad are the rotors? And I'm going to look them over, see how good they are, and I'm probably going to take some Scotch-Brite, clean them up, and see how bad it is, because they don't even have anybody over there who can turn the rotors right now, and he needs the car right as soon as possible, which sucks. I'm definitely going to take this back. But let me see how it is. I'm kind of go over it and kind of look at it. We'll see how it goes. Alright, after taking a closer look at the rotor, it doesn't look horrible. I don't like doing this, but it's in a pinch and he needs the car back. So we're going to reuse this. I cleaned it up and there's no grooves in it. It's pretty flush. You know, there's no real ridges on the edge or any of that stuff. So I don't recommend doing this, but under extreme circumstances it can get you by until your next brake job. I just hate reusing rotors, or especially if they're not even turned, and like I said, they don't even have anybody who can turn them, and he needs it back. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to reuse this rotor. I'm going to clean up these hardware right here. And this is what I use to clean that rotor up. Right here, just hand brush the Riley just screwed me on this one. No hardware. Wrong rotor. You hurt me, O'Reilly. You hurt me. I'm put a little bit of brake grease on this hardware. You don't have to cake it on or any of that stuff. Just a little bit goes a long way. I'm just barely putting any on the brush, and I'm just adding it as I need it. I'd rather start light and then go and add more if I need it. Alright. And I'm going to do the same thing to pads. Here's what the one pad looks like. I'm going to put a little bit around there. And then I don't need any on the edges because I've already added to the hardware. I'm just putting it around where it's going to be going into the caliper. And this just snaps to it. If you really need to, you can push them down a little bit. Come on, get in there. There. I knew you could do it. If I can keep from rubbing over there. And then on this one, I'm just putting it underneath the little tabs right here. Kind of like that. Then you can just slide it on over. Don't forget to put this back in first. Pull the slider all the way back. Do the same thing on the bottom. Go ahead and start the top one. Come on, why don't you go in there? Just wanted to be a pain. Now these torque to 22 foot-pounds. Now this top one's going to be a little harder to do, so use your judgment. Don't go too crazy. But on the bottom one, I will torque it. Tighten it the right way. And I did check the sliders on here. They are going really good, so no need to worry about that. The way I'm going to judge how tight it is, I'm going to see how much pressure I have to put on it. And that should be good enough on the top. Just don't over torque it. I don't have to crank down on it. It's only 22 foot-pounds and it's a 10 millimeter. So I know I'm going to get hate for reusing that, and this, I should have told the customer to wait, but he had to have his truck back. I just hate that they messed it up. So this one, we didn't get to put a new rotor on it or get it turned, but like I said, I looked it over. She looks fine, no issues. But if you got any questions, let me know. And even if you want to know how it turned out, you know, later down the road or something, I'll give you like a little update in probably a couple months, just let y'all know how it's doing, make sure it's not doing any noise, and I will test drive it too for them. But let me have it. I know y'all gonna give it to me. I'm not a big fan of doing this at all. I prefer turned or brand new if I can. But hopefully y'all got what you needed to know how to do this right here, because this will, you don't have to take a bracket off or any of that stuff. The rear brakes are really easy on these. And maybe next time he's in town, I can like redo them for him and give it to him at, you know, a discounted rate or a cheaper rate or free or something like that, just because of how it happened. But like I said, let me know what y'all think. Got any questions on anything, hit me up. Thank you for all the support and everything, and y'all remember, torque's tight. Y'all have a great day.